Let's get ready to rumble!
Good morning. Welcome to the New York session stream, taking as part of our Road to Funded series. If you're joining us for the first time, welcome. Don't forget to leave a like and subscribe. And don't forget to turn on that little bell because we are live every weekday, Monday to Friday, 7:30 a.m. Eastern. That's 12:30 p.m. Watt. With that being said, let's get right into the charts. Apologies for the late start today. Some things to get to deal with, but yeah, it's not gonna be too much of a long stream today. We do have some news today. How are you doing, my brother? Hope you're doing well. Yeah, so today is not gonna be as long a stream as I would have liked because I have some meetings to get to. We have some news here that I would have liked to be involved in at 9:45 and 10, but I'm gonna have to hop off at 9. But since I never communicated that, I thought I would just, at least come on and do an analysis, right? Okay, so let's just get right into it. We have news in about 15 minutes here, right? We have an 8:15 news, ADP employment change. Yeah, let's see what that does. But yeah, we have what is this, 5 news events here, high impact news events, 9:30, 9:45, 10. Like I said, I'll be off at 9 probably, so I won't be able to get involved with those. But if we can get something here, before 8:30, that would be good too. That would be nice. But yeah, let's get right into the analysis real quick. So the monthly finally closed and we closed above 197, so that's good. The fact that we closed above 197 now, are we expecting, how much of a bottom wick are we expecting? Let's see. The last time the times we've closed above 197, we've come up, rejected, and driven down. Here we closed above 197, still respecting 199, right? Tapped into 199, drove down, right? Let's see, which other one do we have here? Yeah, I mean, same thing here, right? So in the past, like in the historically speaking, when we've closed above 197 and respected 199, so when we've closed inside this range on the monthly, we've tended to reject, right? Either after breaking the highs of the previous bullish close and then rejecting, or tapping somewhere into 199, right? So if you look at this candle here, we closed somewhere inside the range, we came up, broke the highs, rejected, right, and dropped down. Here we closed inside this range, we came up, tapped around 199, rejected, right? Over here, same thing, right? We came up, tapped around 199, drove down. So now that we've closed bullish here, at the very least, I am looking to tap into somewhere around these ranges, right? Whether we're gonna come down first and then tap into those ranges, I'm not sure, right? I don't know, right? I'm not sure how this is gonna form here, but at the very least, I have this around 199 areas as potential targets, right? So if we start seeing some buys play out on the lower time frames, I can look to aim towards those areas. Let's see the weekly. So this weekly, previous weekly closed bullish. This weekly has created a top wick and a bottom wick, right? Again, the top wick happened first, so we rejected off 200.5, then came all the way back down, and now we found support, and then we're rejecting up. So like I said yesterday, this whole thing can just be a move. This could just be a move. So we rejected here. This whole bearish movement could have just been a correction move or a move for liquidity, right? To grab liquidity in order to have more momentum to break these highs, right? So like I said, if we're going by the monthly, right? If we're going by the monthly, we're either gonna tap around 199 and then reject, or we're gonna take out these highs, right? So the fact that we created this steep of a bottom wick, are we now gonna see these highs get taken out, before we either continue going down or we continue pushing up, right? We'll see. Let's go on to the daily. So the previous daily closed above 197. So this 197 area it's not really, oh yeah, it is on the daily. It is on the daily. I believe we went left and we saw that. Yeah, so we have respected 197 on the daily before, and now we're closing above 197, right? So are we gonna continue this push up? So this looks good to continue to push up to at least, again, 199 areas, right? Because that's where I'm expecting my top wick, even if the monthly is gonna drive down, right? So I am looking to take some buys towards those areas. The 4-hour closed above 197 as well, right? So now we have this formation. So this looks pretty good. Looks like we've created a bottom wick now, right? We had a bullish closure above into this range here on the 4, right? And now it looks like we're creating a bottom wick. At any point here, this can flip and we could start seeing that push up. Move on to the hour real quick. So I'm looking for the buys, right? I'm looking for the buys. So range 1 buys, of course, and range 2 sells, right? So boom, boom. Right. So these are the levels I'm looking at. So pretty straightforward levels here on GJ. Pretty straightforward levels here. All right, pretty straightforward levels here. And we're currently respecting this level as well, right? So yeah, so let's see how we close here. Well, this 15-minute closes in about 3 minutes. So let's see how that's gonna close. Can you take a scalp today? I mean, if we get a scalp, I'll take a scalp, right? To be honest, I mean, most of my trades are scalps because I mean, my entries tend to be on the 30-minute time frame, 15-minute, but if the entry is good, I'm usually not in the trade for more than 30 minutes, to be honest. So I'd consider my trades already as scalps, but you know, we take what the market gives us, you know. I can't promise anything. And again, today is gonna be a short stream, so if we don't really get anything early here, that'll pretty much be it for me. All right, but yeah, tomorrow is gonna be more active. Yeah, tomorrow should be more active because we do have a lot more news tomorrow. Well, I won't say more, but we have quite a bit of news, right? We got jobless claims tomorrow. Yeah, actually that's pretty much it, right? Yeah, we got jobless claims tomorrow. Yeah, but yeah, let's see how this 15-minute closes in a little bit here. I hope the music's not too loud. You hear me fine? Okay, 30-minute. So it's 15 about to close and news about to drop. So let's look at gold real quick before this news drop, or as this news drops. All right, cool, thank you. Okay, so monthly, right? Monthly close bullish, of course. I mean, these are all-time highs, right? Well, around all-time highs, so we don't really have any levels to go off of, right? We can't really say we closed above a level or below a level on the monthly anyways. So yeah, all we know is we closed bullish, and now we have this whole wick that we can start looking to fill, right? As for the weekly, so this is what we said yesterday, right? This is what we said yesterday. We had these lows. We had these lows as our, what just happened? Okay. Yeah, so we had these lows as our target levels, right? Yesterday. And we ended up coming down to take those lows. I didn't even expect that it would happen on that first day, or on the day we called it, but that's exactly what it ended up doing, right? So now we've taken out these lows. What can we do from here? Are we gonna continue pushing down, or are we gonna start seeing this rejection for this candle to flip up and continue to push up? All right, with the monthly closer, right, with the monthly already closing now and closing bullish like this, if this tap in, or if this tap in below these lows is enough now, enough liquidity to start driving up, I do think we're just gonna start pushing up here to fill this wick, right, to fill this range going up. So yeah, let's see let's see what happens. Let's see what happens. So this, we're at the key, we're at the key zone here, right? This level is the key level. We just, the fact that we broke these lows, this is the key level, right? Price is gonna make a decision now whether it wants to continue going up or if it wants to just continue pushing down. So we'll see. We'll see how it forms on the lower time frames. As for the daily, we did close bearish below this support. So on the daily, right, on the daily, this could just flip at any time, right? This could just flip at any time. The only thing that's giving me I don't want to say hope, but the only thing that's saying that we're probably not gonna flip is the fact that we came down first, right? We came down first, created a steeper bottom wick, rejected off a level 2282, and then started to push up, right? So this could just be a sustained push up. So we'll see. We'll see. As for the 4 hour, what's the 4 hour saying? Yeah, so a 4 hour closure would be good here. A 4 hour closure would be good to take buys. But right now things are, we do have some bearish momentum. No, I cannot, sir. I do not have any entries. So news is dropping right now. News just, I think news just came out. Yeah, news just came out. I'm not sure if let me just reload the page, refresh the page. I'll continue the analysis while news plays out here. Yeah, so you have a support here, you have resistance there, so these are your levels, right? These are your levels. If you end up closing bullish above 2301.5 on this 4, you should be good to continue that push up, right? But if you flip here, right, if you flip at 2286, I believe that's a flip of the daily as well, right? Yeah, that's a flip of the daily, and now this looks like a top wick to continue to push down, right? And here you have, I mean, you have a wide, you have no levels here on the daily, so you could just melt, right? So you want to keep that in mind as well, and keep that in mind as well. But right now I would say I'm looking more for the sells, to be honest. But let's see what happens with news here as well. So 2302 is what on the hourly time frame? 2302 is what, around here. Yeah, this is 2302. So 2302 up there, and then in terms of sells, yeah, maybe down here. Let's see. That flip is what? What is this flip? Down there. Okay. Yeah, let's see. Yeah, let's see what these let's see how this plays out here. Let's see how this plays out here. Yeah, it looks like news isn't doing much. News isn't doing much here. News isn't doing much. About 5 minutes already passed from news and it's not really doing much. Yeah, I'm looking at gold right now. This is gold currently on the screen. Yeah. Yeah, the levels. Let me see this 4 hour. Tap into 2302. So boom, boom. Yeah, so we could be mirroring this move here, right? Because if you notice here, we had, after we tapped into this level, we came down, tapped into this level, we had this top wick tap here, we rejected, right, and then came down, right? Then we had a push down towards these levels here, then we started pushing up. So we could be doing the exact same thing here, right? So we could see 2301 get tapped and then we start rejecting for a deeper push down, right? And then that would be the top wick for the daily as well, and then we flip, right? So yeah, at the very least I need 2301 to get tapped into, or 2302. Once we tap into 2302, we'll see. Not sport? What does that mean? What does not sport mean? Oh, like not spot, like oh, not gold spot. I got what you mean. Well, I mean, this is all I trade, my brother. This is all I trade. If you're talking about like what you talking about, like futures or what, or like the actual like the actual. That's what you're talking about. Yeah, futures. Yeah. Yeah, I don't trade futures, my brother. I don't trade futures. So if I was to do that, you probably shouldn't take my advice on that. I mean, you should barely take my advice on spot, but but yeah, nah. I'm not experienced with the futures, unfortunately. Okay, so the first 5 after news just dropped, or just closed. Let me see, how did that news come out? How did that news actually come out? Positive. Yeah, so that news came out positive. Yeah, that news came out positive, so you should be seeing gold go down, right? If in fact there is volume, or if there was volume, you should see that go down. But yeah, it's not really doing that. Yeah, so we're not gonna have anything from that news, but we do have comics open here, so maybe we see some volume. Maybe we see some volume here. Maybe we see some volume. If we end up because we never actually closed below, let me see, never actually closed below here on the 30, right? Or above here on the 30. Yeah, so if we end up coming up here still, if we start pushing up here to tap 2302, I'll have a sell stop on the flip of this candle. But we would need to come up to tap 2302 though. Especially if the 30, I mean, if the 30-minute closes like this, weak bullish, respecting this level 2296, and then we come up tap 2302, I'm inclined to take that sell on the flip. But if the 30 closes above, I'll need another closer. I need at least a 15-minute closer below. Okay, see. Yeah, news didn't do anything on GJ either. So yeah, it's a waiting game right now. Not much going on. Not much going on at the moment. Yeah, so I'm gonna wait for this 30-minute closer here. So I'll be back in 1 second. All right, so we just had a 30-minute close right there. Let's see how this 30 closed. So yeah, 30 didn't really close doing much on GJ. On gold, I mean, we had a good closer on gold just in terms of what we were looking for, right? So we had this bullish closer respecting this resistance, but now we need a top wick towards 2302. The first thing we're doing here is creating a bottom wick. So yeah, those sells are highly unlikely to play out right now or to set up right now, but we'll see. We will see. Yeah, we'll see. I'd say 2302 is the key level. It would be a key level here. Like once we tap into 2302, we're either gonna see a rejection or we're gonna push straight through it, right? We're gonna push straight through it, and then we can start, you know, maybe we can start going up. Yeah, especially with a 4-hour close. If we close above 2302 on the 4-hour, you should see some push. Well, I don't know how much of a push we'll see, but you should see a good push up. You should see a good push up, but you're gonna need to wait for a bottom wick, because that push up could just be a top wick for this daily candle, right? So keep that in mind. Keep that in mind. But I mean, at this point, all right, okay, let's look at the daily. If we're looking at the daily now, if this is in fact the top wick, where can we anticipate that top wick to be? We've never driven down from this area before. Well, yes, we have. We've driven down right here, but like a sustained push down, it's never happened, right? Because these highs were just newly formed. This is the first time we tapped into this level here, right? So, what is this the first time? Hold up, let me see. This is gold, right? Yeah, yeah. So I think, yeah, this is the first time. This is the first time we ever tapped into this level. So we've never had a sustained push down from this level, right? But yeah, if we're gonna push down further, you would expect 2302 to get tapped. So minimum, right? So minimum in terms of top wick areas, I'm expecting 2302. So let's see if we can tap into that now. I mean, we flipped on this hourly, on this 30, I mean, we flipped. So now we should see 2302 get tapped. I'd be surprised if we don't. Pushing up here. Let me see. Yeah, in terms of GJ, we're just in a range. We're not really doing much. But I mean, we have 25 minutes here. Realistically speaking, I'm not expecting this 4-hour candle to flip, but as long as we can close above 197.1 here, if we can close above this level here, this resistance level here, I'll look for a bottom wick and then the continuation up, right? To at least break these at least take out these highs. But ideally, you want a closure above 197.4, right? Ideally, right? But a tap into here and then a rejection to the top side is not terrible either. Bro, is that, what am I hearing right now? Oh, bro, that's PTSD right there. That sounds like the Outlook notification when you have an email. Yeah, that's giving me PTSD right there. Wallah. Yeah, so we're just waiting here, to be honest. We're just waiting here. So I'm gonna be a little bit quiet because I'm munching on some food. Unless y'all want to hear that, you know, some ASMR to start your morning, but I'll spare y'all the open mouth chewing. But I'm around, so if you have any questions, just let me know. But for right now, we are just waiting for the 15-minute close here. If we have any further developments, of course, I will let you know. Yeah, we are looking for this 2302 to get tapped here. Can we take the buys going up towards 2302? I would say no. I mean you can if you're comfortable with the position, but I'm really not. Because even though I am expecting 2302 to get tapped, it might just create a crazy bottom wick first before it pushes up, right? You never know. And this close to the 4-hour close, I'd prefer that 4-hour to actually close first before I start considering the buys. Yeah, so let's see. I'm still around. Just want to spare y'all the loud chewing, the loud open mouth chewing, you know. But yeah, if you have any questions, just let me know. But yeah, we'll see how this 15-minute closes and we move from there. Okay, so we just had a 15-minute close. We had 15-minute close bullish, right? So chances of tapping into 2302 are pretty high here, I'd say. Again, can I take those buys going up? No, I cannot, right? Because this could just be a move to take out these highs and then we just flip. All right, so it's not a move I can get involved in just yet. This is the last 15 minutes of the 4-hour candle as well, right? So I would expect either a sharp push up or a pullback, one of the two. So let's see. GJ on the other hand, not doing much. Not doing much on GJ. I mean, if we close back into the range on GJ, the sells are still possible here, right? The sells are still possible. Let me see. Yeah, if I was gonna take these sells, I would need a top wick to take out these highs. Yeah. Yeah, so like say we close below 196.8 here, right? I would need a top wick to take out these highs before I start considering sells. Either that or I would wait for an hourly closure below 196.46. Also, what could be happening here is basically price is waiting for news, right? Because we do have news at 9:45, I believe. Yeah, we have news at 9:45 and at 10 o'clock, right? So from about 9 o'clock to 9:45 or to about 9:30, the market, the volume could be a little bit on the low side, right? From about 9 a.m. to 9:30, with 9:30 being NYSE open. So around that range, the volume could be on the low side. Depending on how we close here, I might hop off stream, right? Because I do have some things to do. Unfortunately, but yeah, let's see how we close in about 15 minutes here. See how we close in about 15 minutes. Yeah, we're pushing up. We're pushing up on gold here. Pushing up. I mean, we do have about a 20 pip range going up to 2302. Yeah. Now, even though I am anticipating 2302 getting tapped, I don't have an entry for it. I understand we sort of have a fake out here, right? We had a fake out both ways, really, on the 15. Yeah, but this 30 closed below. Yeah, so like we could just start rejecting right now, right? Now that we've taken out those highs, we could just start rejecting, but we will see here. We will see. What would be nice here, is if this 5, I mean, we only have 30 seconds here though, but like if the next 5 can come up, no bottom wick, tap into 2302, then flip, right? Then flip and then start closing bearish below supports or below levels, then we can start saying the sells are cooking, right? The sells are starting to set up from that point, and at that point we might be able to get in a position at 9:15. As for GJ though, I think GJ is waiting for news. Yeah, I think you're gonna see GJ move a lot. You're either gonna see GJ tank or just push straight up. Yeah, so 10 minutes left for this closer though, so let's see. Let's wait on it. Let's wait on the closure. Closure below. Okay. Now I just realized I never put the AFK signage, but y'all figured it out though. Sirski. Still? What you mean still? It's just 9, bruv. Nah, man. About an hour now. Started by 8, innit? Started by 8. By 8. Okay, so we have this 4-hour close in about 15 seconds here. So it looks like we're gonna close bullish without tapping into 2302 on gold. Yeah, let's see how we open. Let's see if we open with no bottom wick. Okay, we open with no top wick instead. Okay, so so this is a move I can potentially take towards 2302, right? Because if I'm anticipating 2302 to get tapped, now that we've closed above here, right? We've closed above here on the 30-minute and on the hourly as well, right? We've closed above this level here. And with a bullish closure on the 4-hour as well, yeah, you could look to tap 2302. You can have these highs as your break even, right? So you have a good vantage point in that sense. You do have a good vantage point in that sense. The question now is, where am I expecting a bottom wick? I need a steeper bottom wick than what we currently have. I need a steeper bottom wick than what we currently have. So rejections areas in the past has been here and here, right? I mean here as well, but I mean if this is not gonna be a sustained move, if I'm just aiming for 2302, we don't really need that much of a bottom wick, right? And we already tapped into this level, right? So this isn't the first pullback we've had. It's not like this was just one straight candle push up, right? So with that being said, I'm gonna look for a pullback into these ranges here. As soon as we get into these ranges, oh yeah, so the median is like right there, right? So yeah, I'm gonna look for a pullback to 22.96. As soon as we get that pullback, I'll have a buy stop on the flip of the current candle. But that needs to happen within this first 15 minutes. If we're not in by this first 15 minutes, I'm gonna call it a stream. We do have news at 9:45 and 10. It's gonna be, or most likely it's gonna be some volume at those times, but again, I have to be off the charts by then. I have a meeting. I have a meeting to get to. Let's see, in terms of GJ here. So GJ closed bearish back into the range, right? So not the best closer on GJ. Not the preferred closer anyways. Not the preferred closer on GJ. Yeah, I can't really take sells right now though. Yeah, I understand we closed bearish back inside the range. So this is, we do have sort of a fake out on the 4 hour here. Right, we do have sort of a fake out on the 4. Yeah, but now, yeah, so I think I can move this up now though. Yeah, if we end up closing below this level, 196.8 level, if we end up closing below there, then I'll consider a sell. Now that we've sort of had that fake out on the 4, right? Now that we've had that fake out on the 4, if we close below 196.8 here, I'll start considering the sells. Yeah, so close below here in the top wick towards these areas here, and then I'll consider the sells going down. Yeah, but I'm only here till 9:15 unless we get a position. So this might just drive up without pulling back down further here. But again, from 9 to 9:30 could be dead. It really could be dead because we have news at 9:45. So we might just, you know, not range, but you know, we might just move aimlessly here. Right, we might just see some consolidation happening here before news. So don't really feel like being just sitting here when I can be getting some other things ready. Let me take this off, my fault. Trades taken. So we haven't taken any trades today, but yesterday we had some decent buys on gold. Or no, not buys, sells. And the runners would have actually gone, right? Like we got stopped, our runners got stopped out break even, and then we just dropped. And we hit TPs on the runners, but you know, we got stopped out. So all right, first 5-minute close of this gold candle, close bearish. Okay, Okay, so I like the bottom wick. I like that bottom wick. I like that bottom wick. Cool. So now we've tapped into this area, right? We've tapped into this level. Now I'm gonna have a buy stop, but if we don't end up flipping on this 15, I'm gonna delete it, and probably that'll be it for me for the day. I'll probably hop off stream, but I'm not hopping off because, you know, I'm hopping off because I have things to do. I can't be actively on the stream right now, so I'm gonna have to hop off. But you still have a lot of opportunity for positions here, so keep that in mind. But right now I'm gonna have a buy stop. Let me see, this hourly come down, so 4-hour lows really. Okay, it might not be a buy stop. I might just market execute. I might just market execute if I am able to on the flip. What is this? Is that the 15? Flip it at 15. Okay, so right there I have buy stops at 2298.7. All right, but if we don't get activated on this flip or on this 15, if we never flip on this 15, I'm gonna delete it, and most likely that'll be it for me for the day, because I'm not gonna be able to actively stay on the charts or manage the position, right? But the thing is, even if this 15 doesn't flip, if we end up closing like this bearish but respecting this support, right, the next 15 you could have a little bit of a bottom wick, and then you could just push up, right? But right here we're not looking for anything more than 2302 here, all right, because that's a decision level. We're either gonna tap into 2302 and reject heavy, or we're gonna push straight through it, right? It's one or the other. But you do have news at 9:45 here, so keep that in mind, right? Keep that in mind. Markets could just stall until then. This is a good bottom wick though. So now you've broken those lows again, right? You've taken out those lows again, and you still didn't drive. Now what you want to see here, you want this 5 minute. You want this 5 minute to close respected, and then you want the next 5 minute to create a bottom wick quick and then push straight up. So let me just put in my TPs here. I mean, so TP realistically is what? Realistically, we're saying TP is about 2301.6. Okay, so you close respected. Now you're creating that bottom wick. You just want to see a quick push up, a quick flip of this candle, and a continuation to the top side. Stop loss 35 point. Okay, so there goes your flip. There goes your flip. Now you want to see this push. You want to see this drive. You want to see this drive quick. You want to see this drive quick. And again, even if you close bearish on this 15, as long as you're respecting this support, you could, it's still a 30-minute play, right? That 30-minute play is still active, right? So all you would want to see is, say, a 5-minute bullish closer, right? And then you can still have your stops on the same place, right? Which would be the flip of the 30-minute. Yeah, but if we don't get activated by this 15, I'm gonna have to delete those orders, and I'll most likely get off stream here. Unfortunately. But we are back tomorrow in full force. Don't worry. We are back tomorrow in full force. What is tomorrow? 2nd? Okay. Okay, so this 15 about to close here. 15 about to close. Yeah, so I'm just delete the what's it called, the order right now. Just gonna delete that order right now. And here's what I'm seeing now. Here's what I'm seeing. Okay, so with this 15 close, I mean, it's not closed yet, but it's about to. We are about to close. 30, 15. Cool. Okay, so now with this 15 close like this, right? We close respecting, right? We close respecting this support here. I'd say what you want to see now. Okay, look, the 5-minute did close bullish though, so this is a good close on the 5. What you want to see now, ideally you want to see price take out these lows and then a 5-minute closer, a 5-minute bullish closer, right? Want to see price take out these lows and then a 5-minute closer, all right? Once you get that 5-minute closure, you can put your buy stops back on the flip of the 30. You can put your 30-minute back on the flip, right? You can put your 30-minute back on the flip of this 30. But yeah, I think that's gonna be it for me. That's gonna be it for the stream, guys. That's gonna be it for the stream. Yeah, if you don't get this move play out by 9:30, I'd say wait for news at 9:45, right? Because like I said, like from 9 to 9:30, you might just stall, right? So you might not get that position here until 9:30, and then at that point you want to wait for news, right? You might as well wait for news. But yeah, that's gonna be it for me though. Appreciate y'all for showing up, for tuning in. Again, we're back tomorrow, same time, and peace.